Nice. Okay, so, now that I think about it, the script is really just gonna be what I'm doing right now.
But hey, I'm still
You
here.
guys can't really
aren't I?
hear anything,
I look
though.
back and see
Oh,
my
wait.
mistakes,
I gotta
bad
frickin'
takes, stupid ideas, regret here and there. It's overwhelmingly stressful to grow up and learn and change while in the public's eye, even more now than ever. But all things considered, I believe I was always trying my best in the position I was in, was constantly trying to be the best person I could be, and I won't ever be upset at myself for that. Also, I do want to say a big thing that's followed me throughout almost my whole career at this point is the fact that, yeah, I've talked about mental health and things I've struggled with
I just
at the
realized
time,
how
like anxiety,
hard this is
depression, rock bottom confidence, etc.,
Frick,
etc.
how am I gonna...
Top 3 reasons why now's the best time to play Honkai
Man,
Star
no
Rail.
one
Number
freaking
1,
cares about Honkai Star Rail.
I've definitely spilled my guts out on the floor in front of the internet a couple times in my day, and there's no part of me that regrets it at all. A lot of people have told me that they felt more understood or learned things about themselves through those videos, but as a now adult that's had the time to grow and adapt and overcome these things, man, you guys kind of still think I'm a little bit pathetic. I see comments all the time when I'm in my friends' videos or being involved in a big event, and so many people go, wow, I can't believe how far Jaden's come from being this puny little scared teenager. I'm so proud of Jaden really stepping out of her comfort zone here. She is just so brave for showing her face after dealing with such low confidence. That one's always funny because it can definitely come off like I should still be self-conscious, which I'm not, by the way. I get what those comments are saying, I really do. But guys, not everything I do has to be brave. I'm just doing fun things with friends on camera. We don't need the 24/7
This is gonna be
Jaden
really
cheer
hard
squad
because I
busting out
have
the
no
trophies
script.
and medallions
Should I
every
make a
single
script?
time. And we also don't need the
For
Jaden
this?
defense
Dang it.
squad scrapping with anyone that says anything non-positive about me. It's the internet. People have the right to not like me for whatever reason. I promise, it's okay. I'm an adult. I'm doing fine. I appreciate the concern. At this
Let me get my
point,
phone
it just
real
comes
quick so I
across
can,
like
write
I'm
down
very
script.
pathetic and puny and can't do anything.
So
Now, somehow, a decade has passed. I'm not the tiny, small 16-year-old who's afraid of everything and can't talk out loud for more than 15 minutes without straining her throat. That's true, by the way. I spent 15 minutes recording audio for my first video and my throat was dead afterwards. It was pathetic. Now I can record for an hour, which still hurts my throat. You can probably hear it, but that's a 400% improvement right there. I'm 26, created hundreds of hours worth of content, have the most wonderful team in the world behind me, am surrounded by amazing friends, live with the most important person in my life, with the most important little creatures in my life. I've gotten to meet content creators I've looked up to, got to tour and travel the world with talented friends, talk on panels to hundreds of people who wanted to hear what I had to say, been able to tell the people that inspired me how big of a role they've played in my career, and even got to stand next to them as an equal. I'm happy. Sure, it's always been and still is difficult dealing with the stress of being in a big spotlight. I went through some bad stuff, navigated rocky mental health, trusted people that hurt me, had to pretend not to be affected by things that were genuinely hurtful just to not empower people that wanted to see me break, all while in the eye of the public where one wrong step could crumble everything I've ever created. But I'm really happy with the place I'm at, the person I've become, and the environment I've built around me. So, what's that leave me with now? A full decade, man. Damn. 10 years of the most difficult, enjoyable, terrifying, exciting, stressful, grateful, soul-crushing, unforgettably special moments of my life. How lucky and grateful I am to have the privilege to say I've gotten to experience so many impossible things, to have so many dreams created and come true, to see myself persist through such a difficult position to be in. After taking a lot of time reminiscing and thinking about what could come next, the direction I want to take to follow what could keep making me happy, I've come to accept that YouTube isn't gonna be part of it. I'm happy with what I've accomplished. I had my rise and grind years, I experienced real and true passion. That's all I could really ask for here. There's not much else I want to do beyond it at this point. But before you freak out, I'm not quitting right this moment. I still absolutely love making content and still have the desire to keep making videos. But my YouTube years are numbered now. I fantasize about logging off as Jaden Animations and becoming a normal person again. I want to move to a random ass town in a random ass place, have a little house with my creatures, have a normal job with normal hours and normal problems, live a life where people don't know who I am before I introduce myself. Not saying I don't like being recognized. You can come up to me, I promise, I don't mind. But eventually I just want to feel like a person again. Normal is rapidly changing nowadays, but I don't want this chronically online lifestyle forever. How nice it would feel to one day not have to triple check every single thing I say in fear of people's pitchforks, or fear for my safety when people maliciously leak my private information, or even be constantly surrounded by strangers' opinions on me and every version of myself I've ever been, every moment of my life. I hold it all together pretty well, I'd say. I mean, it's my job to. And none of these negatives have and ever will outweigh the positive aspects of this incredible opportunity that you guys have allowed me to have. I don't want to come across like I'm complaining. I very much understand this is just unfortunately part of it all, and I'm very privileged and very grateful. But I can't do it forever. And I don't want to. I want to feel like I have the time and mental energy to pursue new hobbies, experiment with other things that can make me happy. Making content for YouTube never leaves my head. It's the case for every single content creator on the platform. There's no clocking out, there's no weekends, there's no breaks. You can't just leave an office and not think about it. You're constantly brainstorming ideas, managing everything, schedules, employees. Sure, you can work and live anywhere you want, go on vacation at any point, build your own schedule, but it's always there. Like a black hole in your mind, it's just so exhausting. I haven't felt like I can sit back and enjoy something in 10 years because I simply do not have the time if it isn't for a video. Yeah, that's just how self-employment works, but don't forget about all the other fun stuff I've already mentioned on top of it all.
Love games, but hate the grind? With Wiimod, you can be invincible, unimaginably wealthy, or even teleport.
I don't know what I want to do career-wise after retiring from YouTube, but I romanticize the idea of just getting to rediscover myself. Maybe I want to learn how to make custom plushes and open my own little shop, take art commissions, be a teacher, maybe an art director. It's gotten to the point where I think about that little life every day, and I'm actively aiming and walking towards it with every decision I make. Oh, let me tell you, I genuinely cannot wait to live it one day. But there's this other side of me that's so terrified. I've spent my entire young adult life in front of an audience, doing pretty much one thing. I don't know what it's like to live without a platform, surrounded by a huge audience anymore. It scares me, like a lot. I don't want to need this, but I'm scared that I do. In some way. When the time comes, I'll definitely work on that fear in therapy or something, but I do think about it a lot. I'm not done with YouTube just yet. I still want to make animations and tell stories, animate little gaming videos. I still just love it so much, and I'm not going away just yet. Sorry to disappoint some of you. I just wanted to let you guys know how grateful I am that you've helped me be right here. I've gotten to meet hundreds of people who told me how much they liked my videos, felt inspired, discovered something about themselves, even did something as small as laugh at one of my stupid ass jokes. I can't wrap my head around the idea that a lot of you grew up watching my videos and are like functioning people in society now. That one always feels like. I know you're not calling me old, but you're calling me old. I'm grateful for all the art people have drawn for me. Even now, it's still so surreal. From the cute little doodles from kids to jaw-dropping, fully rendered pieces from artists of all ages. Like, you guys are better artists than me at this point. What do you mean I inspired you? Why does my art look like that then? The whole reason I show fan art at the end of my videos is because I look back at the feeling I got when Cupquake put my art in her videos, and I want to be able to give that back to other artists. People have told me they watch my videos to laugh, listen to while working, to feel better after a crummy day. All the ways I used to consume YouTube back in my day. Even though it's easy for me to tell myself, they're just little stupid videos I make. What's the big deal? It kind of also feels like I get to contribute to a cycle I used to be on the other side of and pay it back. I don't know, it just feels good knowing I've made stuff that's made people feel better in a way that other content creators used to make me feel better. I've rambled quite a bit, but thank you for letting me make these silly videos for 10 years. I never would have thought any of this could have happened to little old me, and definitely not for this long. I absolutely thought I would have been tossed aside and forgotten by now. I look back at when things were starting to roll, and I was like, I've got like a 3-year shelf life left. I'm forever grateful for you, my friends, my family, my team. I don't know what my life would have looked like if I didn't type Minecraft into the YouTube search bar when I was 14.
YouTube!
Who knows how much more time we have with each other, but just know it has been and still is an honor to be here. And until then, I'll be doing my best to keep doing what I've been doing for 10 years.
Okay, let's see. Playlists. Okay, yeah. Next. Man, no one cares about Roblox either, man. Let me get all this freaking ad, man.
And that's not fun at all, unless...
Oh my god, we found...
There's a new streamer game out, and
heck yeah, Lethal Company.
Lethal Company. You know it, you love it, and the 4 of us have never experienced it. So we went into it not knowing a single thing about this game, but that's the fun part, right?
Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've had a story to tell, but I have a story to tell, and it's because my birds accidentally laid eggs together without my consent. Okay, so let's back up. I'm sure the majority of you know this guy right here, Ari. Classic piece in the Jaden Animations lore. If you don't know him, you don't know me. I keep Ari in his own room because he destroys literally anything if he has access to it. In a way, you could call it a containment room. But when I'm not around to give him attention, I wanted to make sure he has a friend around and isn't just sitting there all alone and pitiful-like. So back in October 2019, I got Tofu, which, oh my god, I'm just realizing is much longer ago than I thought. Tofu, I thought you were still just a baby. She definitely isn't as well known as Ari, but we're talking about her now. I was so nervous back when Tofu first arrived because I obviously hadn't gotten any other pets before, and it was really important that she and Ari actually got along. Birds can be pretty particular, and some just flat out hate each other for no apparent reason. Some sort of bird drama or something, I don't know. I was worried my birds were gonna mean girls each other, and then suddenly I'd have 2 singular birds, which then doubles my original problem. I went through the typical process you're supposed to do to introduce them, keep them in separate areas for a bit, let them kind of see each other, slowly introduce them in small doses, and suddenly they were best friends. I was so happy. Plan B of having to get 4 birds was now not necessary. So great, everything was going according to plan. I have 2 birds that can keep each other company when I'm not around. Nothing could possibly go wrong when there's a pair of animals that get along very well. It was a peaceful, happy 3 years of 2 birds who were besties until this past spring where everything went wrong. How could this happen? I walked into the birds' room to give them their morning food, and on their dresser, I find 3 tiny little eggs. Oh, uh-oh. And by the way, when I say tiny, I mean you would be shocked to see how small bird eggs can be. These things were the size of a quarter. Some of you may be thinking, Jaden, why is this a bad thing? Jaden, it's the gift of life. This is a beautiful moment of miracles. Okay, sure, but actually, no. First of all, I don't want more birds, especially fragile little fresh out the egg ones. Remember when I was worried I'd have to get 4 birds if Ari and Tofu didn't like each other? Why am I experiencing the same dilemma again? 2 birds is already enough, especially since one of them has devoted his entire life to being a full-time bastard. Anyone who has a gremlin pet understands that that creature is equal to like 3 pets worth of energy. It's a lot to handle at all times, and if my plate gets any more full, I'll unlock alcoholism. Second of all, this is now my problem that I need to handle ASAP. I can't be like, oh, I'm busy right now, I'll deal with it later. No, procrastinating would only lead to possible hatching. Not 100%, but there's a chance. I'll get to that later. Which leads back to my prior statement that I've stated multiple times at this point of I don't want more birds. Immediately, I was like, how did this happen? I've been preventing them from laying eggs together for so long. What changed? Unlike cats and dogs, birds can't really be neutered, at least not easily. You could give them like monthly hormone shots or there's other stuff, but it's just really complicated, and you're better off simply making sure their environment is set up in a way to discourage nesting and egg-laying behavior. There's a few things you could do to prevent it, but to sum things up, basically don't let the birds nest. If they find a dark little hidey hole, they'll start treating it like a nest and get hormonal, and suddenly you've got eggs. No nesting, for the most part, no problem. I looked around the room and was so confused. All they had in there were their cages, climbing tree, and a drawer I bought to hold all their bird stuff. And the eggs were just on the top of the drawer too, not even in a safe burrowed nest-like place. One had already rolled off the side and cracked open on the floor like an omelet. Tofu, this is not even close to motherly instincts. After a bit of snooping around, I pulled the drawer back from the wall to realize, oh my god, these birds have been secretly burrowing into the back of this drawer like they were plotting a prison escape. Somehow, Ari and Tofu squeezed their tiny bodies in between the drawer and the wall and started chewing the back of it to get into the drawers from behind. They literally gnawed through it like the nematodes in SpongeBob. You should have seen all the sawdust on the floor. Well, here's a picture, but it doesn't do it justice. It looked like a construction site and smelled like Home Depot. Suddenly it made sense. They were using the drawer as a secret nest. Whenever I was in the room, they were out and about. Hi, Mom, please give us seeds. Nothing nefarious is going on. I leave, and boom, straight to the forbidden nesting drawer they go. Criminals. As I'm connecting the dots on how we got to this point, I realized I don't even know which one of these knuckleheads even laid the eggs. When I got Tofu, I made sure she was a girl. A little lady. I talked to one of my bird knowledgeable friends when I was considering getting another, and she recommended a female bird because there was a higher chance Ari would get along with her more than a male bird. So Tofu has been DNA checked and female certified. However, way back when I got Ari, I never got him/her checked. Green cheek conure genders can only be confirmed through DNA tests, and there wasn't really any important reason to know Ari's gender at the time, so I just didn't. Over the years, I've just started calling him my big man because of the way he acted and behaviors he displayed felt very obnoxiously masculine, but it was always more of a gut feeling above anything else. But I am now facing a possible reality that my bird I've had for 7 years that I've been headcanoning is male could have been female this whole time and is the potential mother of these confusing eggs. Because yes, birds don't need a male around to lay eggs. Think about it like chickens. They just be laying eggs out the wazoo without a rooster in sight. They don't care. Boom, egg. If it's a girl bird, that thing can lay eggs whether you or a male bird wants it to or not. So in this situation, Ari possibly being a girl is the thing that's blowing my mind the most. But one quick peek at their little bird booty hole swiftly gave me the answer. It was definitely Tofu. If you know, you know. I'm just saying, laying 3 eggs a quarter the size of your whole body biologically does something to you. Anyway, I immediately booked a vet visit for Tofu. Laying eggs drains birds of their calcium and overall health, so I wanted to make sure she was generally okay. The vet took a look at her and was like, she looks fine, she's acting fine, we'll give her some vitamins, but she's still got more eggs in her. What? Tofu, how many of those things you're gonna cook up? Also, we gotta limit this whole ordeal to as minimal as possible, please, because that vet bill was not fun. We can't be making this a routine occurrence. It's no mystery laying eggs can also be pretty dangerous for birds. There's a chance it could get stuck and the bird just dies. And to be honest, I really didn't want that to happen. So every egg meant an extra mountain of stress and anxiety for me! Yippee! The vet told me conures typically lay eggs every other day, so once she goes a few days without laying any, then I can come back and get her another checkup to really make sure she's all good. So I let time pass, and in total, Tofu ended up laying 8 freaking eggs! She was not supposed to lay that many. Normally, conures lay clutches of like 4 or 5. So she basically laid 2 birds worth of eggs. I don't know what to do. But alright, she's finally done. We can now move on to the second step in the what to do when your bird lays eggs without your permission plan. I have to swap out the eggs for fake ones. If I just yoink Tofu's eggs away, she's gonna be like, what the my eggs? Dude, what the hell? I just laid those. And she's biologically programmed to start laying more to replace them. Luckily, my friends Jordan and Kelsey had some fake conure eggs because coincidentally, their bird laid eggs like 6 months prior to Tofu, so they already went through this process and were definitely supplying me with mental support. They lent me their fake eggs, I swapped them out, and perfect. Tofu is now trying to be a mother of 8 balls of plastic. After a few weeks of them not hatching, she'll move on, forget all about them, and everything will return to normal. It was a successful heist, as in I gave them both treats, stole all their eggs right in front of them, and they did not notice. You might be realizing, even though Tofu's eggs won't hatch, I still am in possession of actual real bird eggs that may or may not be fertilized. Yep, as much as Ari could have been the mother, he could also be the father. We don't know. Big drama. Are you the father? More like, is there even a father? After consulting with the vet and various bird resources, I basically had to make sure no birds could start growing in them. Just
sorry guys, I was doing my Duolingo.
They were just empty little chicken eggs. We couldn't run the risk.
What if recording high-quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple as hitting record? With Riverside, it's just that. Riverside makes the entire process easy, from recording to editing to streaming without having to jump from app to app. Everything you need is all in.
By the various resources aforementioned, I was given a few options. I was told I could smash them, which felt a tad bit too violent for me. Oh, Tofu, are these your little eggs? The first eggs you've ever laid in your life? Absolutely not. I could freeze them, just put them in a little container, pop them in the freezer, and there you go. But the last option, which sounded the most insane in my opinion, was to boil them. Make tiny little boiled eggs. Why does that one sound the most deranged and psychopathic? I know people consume all types of bird eggs all over the world, but boiling my own conure's eggs just feels way past the line in mental sanity. So I popped them in the freezer to hang on to whatever humanity I had left after all this, and they've been there ever since. I still have them. I'll go to grab a popsicle and be like, oh, hello, tofu eggs. I don't know. Even though they won't hatch, they still feel special. They're my little baby tofus, little baby eggs. I don't want to just throw them away like they're nothing. I'll just keep them in my freezer forever because that's somehow the most sane option I was given. Some people might be like, Jaden, you should have tried to let them hatch. But you do not understand. I am absolutely definitely not qualified to raise baby birds. I promise this was the best thing to do for everyone. For me, for the eggs, for Ari and Tofu. God knows Ari would have been an awful father. Or mother. So that's what I've been dealing with over the past few months. Tofu's fine now. She's essentially back to normal. I have since removed the secret nest drawer they have claimed. I'm sure they weren't too happy about that one, but hey, you reap what you sow. People will tell me, oh, you're the reason I want a bird. And I always think to myself, man, that's unfortunate. The majority of people are not suited to own a bird. Case 1, they can cut through furniture like chainsaws. Case 2, they could lay eggs and curse you to put them in the freezer like the egg murderer you are. Or worse. I love my birds with all my heart, but if anyone ever asks me if they make good pets, I turn into the biggest hater. And if you're a good bird owner, you'd probably agree with me. Birds are beautiful, intelligent, loyal companions, but they're also knife tornadoes who can force you to question your own mortality as you spend a fortune on vet bills.
Thanks for watching. Hey, by the way, do you want to see me in person, in the flesh? James, Ross, Dom, Aaron, and I are all going back on tour again. Imagine going to a funny improv drawing comedy show, but there's no children. And I swear, live on stage, right in front of you. That's right,
Hey.
if you're 18 plus, you should grab tickets to our Scribble Showdown After Dark show. Check out scribbleshowdown.com to see if we're coming to a town near you. I hope to see you there, and also happy almost 2024. Time is but an illusion, and we're all aging too fast for our souls to truly absorb the meaning of life. I hope you enjoyed the little story about my birds. Bye-bye.
This is some really chill music. Oh wait, shoot, it's freaking. No.
Genshin Impact needs no introduction. It's taken the gaming sphere by storm since being published in
Man, I
2020.
just saw a freaking ad for freaking Zelda Zone Zero, and now I'm watching a video about freaking Genshin Impact.
Up until this video, I was in the heard
What?
about it, but didn't know anything about it category. Not for any particular reason. I kind of just don't do anything ever. I don't know why. I should probably figure that out. It might be a therapy
I'm sick.
thing. As I was sitting on the floor, barely existing one day, Genshin Impact themselves suddenly reached out. Hi, Jaden. I see you're up to your usual nothingness. How about we pay you to play Genshin Impact? Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
this video is surprisingly sponsored by Genshin Impact. My first sponsor on this channel. Wow, are you proud of me, parents? No, please don't go. I'm being paid to play Genshin Impact, but it's still gonna be a good video and experience. Here, watch, I'll prove it. I'm talking to Paimon, my spirit companion that I see all over my Twitter feed, about my past. Yeah, I was literally just minding my business traveling from world to world with my sister, when all of a sudden some sustainer of heavenly principles goddess appeared, absorbed my sister with cubes, and chained me to this land. Biggest hater I've ever seen. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, thanks for saving me from drowning in the ocean. As we walk and talk, a bunch of little critters are scurrying around. Of course, I was scooping up all of them. The ecosystem was definitely starting to crumble with me on this planet now, I'll tell you that much. Let nature flourish? Nah, it's all going into my inventory. To live is to hoard. As I'm chasing a squirrel around the lush forest, we discover a mysterious statue in the middle of a glistening pond. Oh, hello, great wind god. Maybe this isn't the time to have 12 lizards stuffed in my pockets. I'm suddenly granted mystical
Yeah, I'm listening to
powers
the
by
Janet
statue,
animations.
And can now see the map. The city of Mondstadt is close by, so we decided to head there to see if anyone knows anything about my lost sister. But while walking,
I don't
we
really
ended up
know
stumbling into
what
a
to
strange
do.
bard talking to a dragon. That's
Very,
not my
like,
sister. Unfortunately for everyone, I have a little magic hiccup, which gets us caught, and both the bard and dragon.
But yeah, I don't really know
Closer
what
to
I'm doing.
Mondstadt, we run into Amber,
I'm just
a knight
listening
who
to
warns us
Jane
that a
animations
dragon
while I
called
do this.
Storm
I'm making a
Terror, an
script.
awesome name, has been terrorizing the town lately. She then joins our
If you
party
want to, you
to
can
lead us
probably
to
read
safety,
it, but it's
which
going to be
is
very
crazy
hard to
because
see. You
I
might
thought
need
you
to
had
zoom
spend
in on
money
it.
to get girls to join your party in this game, but this one just joined us for free. In Mondstadt, Amber then gives us a wind glider. Woo! Flying! I take a running leap off the side of a building to try out my new wings when suddenly the dragon shows up and spawns a bunch of tornadoes all over the town, catapulting me into the air. With a full view of the dragon, I do what any sane person would in that scenario.
What's the script about? Maybe I can't.
Storm Terror ends up
Wait, maybe I can't help. Maybe I can help a little. It's
basically
about
the protectors
why
of
I started
Mondstadt.
going
I'm
into
Jean, the
animations.
acting Grand Master of the Knights of
If you want me to read it aloud, I will
Very
read it.
impressive going up against the dragon. You're hot. They take me to various temples, crushing these dragon's breath crystals that apparently gave Storm Terror power. I was just happy to be smashing rocks though, and some random moth guy that probably has significance but he's dead now. So, as the group was talking amongst each other about important stuff like what to do next to ensure the safety of the townspeople, I wandered off and kind of started doing my own
Normally
thing.
people do
Some
that
people
like for
did
like
some
an
cooking,
anniversary of their
fought for
channel
my
or something,
life
but
against
nah,
some
not me.
hyper-aggressive and pissed animal hypostasis.
Yeah, sure, you can read it though. Yeah, okay, wait a minute, let me finish this sentence.
Didn't take me way too long to defeat. Fed some ducks. I then found the bard from earlier doing a guitar solo for the town. He introduces himself as Venti and tells about how him and Storm Terror, whose real name is Dvalin, used to be friendly before it was attacked and poisoned by another dragon, leaving him bitter and angry. Venti essentially says, I can fix him. Do you want to commit a burglary with me? Yes. With a freshly stolen holy lyre.
Maybe just talk about my maybe just talk about your inspirations a little. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. But listen, if you want me to read the whole thing or just like talk about what you think, like what I think I should add in or something like that, like you might need to specify. Oh, thanks. And I kind of am, but the thing is, this script, I talk really fast. This script is only gonna last like 2 minutes. What do you mean you didn't know? Sir, please tell me that you didn't. Huh? maybe what you think you should add. Well, I don't know really. I'm just really adding on to stuff. Because, listen, I do not really think. I don't even think before I speak, bro. I'm just, like, randomly pressing on the keyboard, whatever is on my mind right now. And I have ADHD, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint. I didn't know what you were writing about on Brandon right now. Like, if you want me to read the whole script, I will. Like, also, yeah, relatable. But sorry about the delay. All streams have delay, just nobody, but the only good streamers actually pay attention. The good streamers don't pay attention to everybody, so. I do not have very good animation skills. You can read the whole thing if you want. Do you want me to? Because I will. Like, if you want an explanation for what I'm doing, sure, I will do that. Your animations sum up to only 1 second. Do you want to know the good thing? Oh, hey, Christopher, what's up? But anyways, basically, animations don't have to be 24 frames per second. It can be like 1 frame per second, like 0.5 frames per second. Like, I do not have very good animating skills, but instead, I'm deciding that I should just wait a second. But anyways, like, oh my god, 5 viewers? Dang. But anyways, like, what I'm doing right now is, like, it's gonna be a few frames per second. By that, I mean probably not even 1 frame per second most of the time. Because I'm not that good at animating, and also, I use no equipment for this. I only have a mouse and keyboard. So, yeah. But, the good thing is, it's still a storytime animation in a way. It sounds so much like Ham Nations. Man, I look like him too! People question me, like, if I'm Ham Nations, I'm like, bro, I want to be an animator. And they're like, you look like him. And I'm like, what? How? I'm blonde and have kind of long hair. And also my character looks like him. Like, my OC looks like freaking Ham Nations. It's kind of funny, like, if you look at it, you can see it. Like, you can probably see the resemblance, like, with the oval eyes, blonde hair, stuff like that. I was the first OG viewer. Yeah, you were. Guys, do you think this script should be good? Because I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough. Imagine if I met Laminations, he's your long lost twin. Oh my god, wait, Laminations! Nah, I'm just messing with you, that would be crazy. I'm gonna get some to get myself, like, warmth, because I'm really cold. I'm in the coldest room. But anyways, so school might be starting soon. So I'm just gonna hope that I get this done before then. Yeah, sure, yeah, it looks good, okay. Well, hyped. Nice. Oh my god, that's a better OC than mine, bro. Dude, people keep saying I copied Haminations. I didn't even know who he was whenever I made this. Should I start doing the animation part, like the drawings, or just like talking about the script? Which one? Like, we started off with the script live stream. Imagine if one day we were all famous, then we started with the script live stream. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Yeah, but that isn't happening anytime soon. I'm not that famous. I really only got slightly famous because of a YouTube short. Drawing. Let's go. Okay, gotcha. Okay, window capture. Boom. Yep. This is gonna be so hard to do, bro. This is gonna take forever. Messed that up. Oh my god. Bro, how do I unlock the layer? How do I... Ooh, pretty circle. Like over profile. Thanks. Wait, who are you talking to? There's multiple people. I do animations on my phone, then transfer them to my computer. It's such a hard process. Yeah, I'm doing it on my computer. My hands are too shaky for anything, bro. Circle. Yes, circle. Agreed. Agreed, bro. Agreed. That might be too big. There. Okay, yeah, I might want to start listening to Jane. Yeah. Well, yeah, I wish somebody could help me as well. That's fine.
Because you hate me, don't you? You hate me and want me dead. I just can't do anything right. No, Dvalin, come back.
Where the frick is the pocket to?
Bada bing, bada boom, we entered his lair and started fighting him in a swirling vortex.
Then brush.
No, take your time. The dragon eventually falls, we purify him, and the day is saved. Yippee! Happy dragon, happy Mondstadt, happy... Wait, I was supposed to find my sister, not fight a dragon. Even though I'm
not supposed to find my sister, not fight a dragon. Oh my god, this is so stupid.
The town sits on the edge of a cliff,
What is this
sparkling
tool?
waterfalls pouring off the sides around it, framed perfectly by the mountains behind. Wow, what a beautiful town. Is that girl about to jump off the cliff?
Oh my god, did you know Jaden is Quincy? No! No! Dude. I'm pretty sure she said she wasn't, but... oh my god.
Hi, twin sister. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt
Mine
you
tool.
talking about the prophecy where everyone in Fontaine is born within sin and one day we will all dissolve in the waters? That's a classic. Come see our magic show. The magic twins, Linny and Lynette, decide to take us to the Opera House. But on the way there, we're actually stopped by the Hydro Archon herself, Farina. Welcome, travelers, to my city of Fontaine. Everyone give them a warm welcome. They're fierce and noble warriors who have done much good for the land and its people.
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
thanks, it's really nothing. We just tamed a giant dragon. Actually, I hereby declare the traveler under arrest for
having a flying object, which is illegal. What? She's not even... Paimon doesn't count because she's a balloon. Yeah, Paimon's my balloon. Ha! Alright, that's funny. Case dismissed. Later.
Nice.
So, can we ride the aqua bus?
Well, at least I can fill in.
We got to the opera house and the
Yeah, I did see it. It's I did see the news video. I cannot color.
A giant water tank falls onto the box, obliterating it.
This
oh my God, we killed
this drawing absolutely sucks. What am I doing?
Why is he here and not the audience member? Speaking of which, where is she? A murder mystery plus disappearance case was now in place, with everyone looking at Linny as the prime suspect. Dude, this is getting good.
You don't have any subs? Well, I subbed you earlier.
Trying to be a hero and chime in on the court case where some guy died in quite possibly one of the most Looney Tune ways possible. But I can't really be bothered at this point and go outside to jump into the ocean. Using my new diving skills, I was able to explore the whole world the water had to offer. I was actually shocked when I first saw it because of how gorgeous it was. I don't know why the people of Fontaine are scared of these waters. It's awesome down here.
That's close enough.
After just swimming around and finding little secrets and treasures.
Oop, everyone left. It's just me and you now. Well, actually, no. It says there are 3 people watching right now.
Time to square up. Fish have had it too good for too long. Hold this uppercut.
No problem.
No problem. Out of the water and dragged me back to the opera house to act as Linny's defense lawyer, even though I have no credentials and literally saw him squash a guy with a fish tank. Linny
Some squash a guy with a fish tank.
Cowell killed Cowell. Dude, she's right. What? Everyone is freaking out at this point because somehow Cowell actually was the murderer and had a secret plan to solve people in water. I don't know. It was a lot of adults talking in big words. I was just thinking about punching fish the whole time.
I was thinking about punching fish the whole time? What? Oh, hello. Everyone keeps joining and leaving. Yeah, I know. Yo, oh my god. Animation allergy. That is... I drank out of fish tank. What? I've never had this many viewers in one stream. I'm just gonna say that. That is crazy, guys. Thanks so much for staying.
And was surprised at how beautiful the visuals and music are. It's overall just a well-developed game that's pretty to look at. I got immersed in the world and spent hours exploring to find little secrets and bosses and treasures. Thank you again to Genshin Impact for reaching out.
That wasn't even the free
video because I had a great time learning about the universe you all created. If you're interested in playing the open world action RPG game that is Genshin Impact yourself, then ladies and gentlemen, if you would please look under your seats, you'll
Wow, we 6 people. If you want to sub to me, you can.
If you look in the description,
like if you enjoy my content, sure.
Yep, I said it already.
I mean, I'd prefer it, but you don't have to.
Impact is free to download. You can have 0 money in your bank account and still get to play it. As long as you have at least a PC, mobile device, PS4, or PS5 to play the game on in the first place. In battle, you control elements like Cairo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Anemo, Electro, Geo, and when combined strategically, you can deal
Bro, went from 6 to 3.
By the way, if you think you've spoiled the game's story for yourself by watching this video, you've never been more wrong in your life. There's so many more towns, quests, stories.
And mess that up.
Trust me, there's plenty.
You subbed, thank you.
As someone that wants to 100% the games I play as much
as possible, this is gonna take forever, isn't it?
My mind, body, and soul when I realized how much content there was waiting for me. Genshin Impact actually just
suffering.
released a new 4.2 update that
yes.
new characters and even an entirely new storyline for Fontaine. There's a bunch of new events that let you play mini games to win rewards. You got to meet her a little bit.
Oh my god, bro! Why does this look so bad, bro? I have to redo this whole thing.
Is also expanding by introducing new
bro, nah, everyone's staying the stream. Yeah, thanks for helping.
It's an ever-changing and growing game that has a lot of passion put into it. And if any of this sounds up your alley, why not give it a try? I mean, the link's right there. Might as well just click it.
This is taking forever.
For all their work on this video,
dude, I cannot keep a straight line.
And this is the first video I'm posting that they've worked
done, so make sure to perceive them. Other links are in the description as well. I wouldn't be able to be doing the things I'm doing without them. They're so awesome. Thanks for watching my first main channel sponsored video. It's not going to become a common thing, but it was cool to give it a try. Alright, see you later. Dungeons and Dragons is like a board game without the board, and you play using your imagination. If you think of something, it can just happen in
Guys, I fell down the
D&D
stairs
is
and
very
swallowed a rat and
popular.
got
Almost everyone I've
assassinated by
ever
the
met
Russians, so I had to
absolutely
drive
loves
home.
it,
Then my
and I
plane
have
got
never played
hijacked
it
because
before, even though
China
I
Airlines.
really like it.
What does
People
that
would tell me
even
stories of their
mean?
games,
Oh, thanks,
like,
Colton.
So this one time, me and my
Thanks.
party were entering a cave, and there was a big ogre guarding some treasure, but I used my
D&D.
charisma stat to seduce him, and we ended up
Seduce
eloping
the
together.
ogre?
Dude, if you don't
Man,
think
that's
that sounds
Shrek.
crazy fun, then I don't think we would get along, and you should probably unsubscribe.
It's just freaking
But
Shrek,
if you
bro.
think that sounds fun, then hey. Sorry, I've
For
never done that
entertainment
before. It felt weird.
purposes.
I decided to reach out to Charlie, aka Slimesicle, aka Charlie Slimesicle, because he's super into D&D, and we ended up forming a little group of me, Alpharad, Ronbu as the players, and Charlie as the Dungeon Master, which is like the game organizer slash manager slash god. We all created our characters, and into the world we were teleported. The clouds part over a vast, lush forest.
There we go.
In it, a giant ancient oak tree can be found looming over all the other trees. The inside has been hollowed out,
Long
and a sign
arms.
hangs on the side reading Old Oak Inn.
Got to mention this guy's really long arms. It looks good so far. Thanks. Smasher past Shrek, bro.
Various instruments sit on a
What
table,
is this?
leaning over their cup of milk and scanning
Dude,
the
I can't
room.
even
They spot a
tell if
dragonborn
my like
drinking at the
count for
bar,
people is
alone,
accurate.
seemingly pondering life. From the other end of the bar, a man in a suit approaches the dragon and starts a casual conversation. You know Mark? No, I don't. Who are you?
Do I know
I'm Paul.
Mark?
I'm an assistant manager. at the
Yes,
old
I know
Art of
Mark. I have a
Wall,
friend that's named
43
Mark.
years old. My wife passed away during childbirth.
Pass.
My parents died.
Pass,
My
yeah.
only child, Paul
I do
Jr.,
not. I'm
ran
just
away at
kidding.
age
By the way,
6.
Shrek
I'm
5
living
is
a
coming
deadbeat
out
life, not
like
even
in
able
a
to
few
go up in the
years.
corporate ladder because my manager, Mark, prevents me from doing
I'm gonna
so.
make you fan
So
art.
here I am,
Make
drinking away my
you a
woes.
fan art profile picture, but my
I'm
phone's
sweet.
dead.
Hi,
Oh wait, you
excuse
want
me,
it?
are you
Okay.
two new
I mean,
around
if you
here?
have a phone
Born and
charger with
raised?
you,
I
you
wish
can, I
was.
guess.
Okay,
How
so
would
I've been stuck in
I
a
really
time
wanna
loop
do,
for what I
like, one of
believe to be
those
the past 3
animation
years.
things where
I
they
relive
show,
the same day over
like,
and over.
fan art,
I suspect my
like,
neighbor
for the
Thomas
video.
somehow trapped me here, but I don't know how to
Really
escape.
sucks I don't know how to do that.
I can prove it. Look, over there. In about 5
Long
seconds,
legs.
there's a 70% chance a waiter is gonna trip
Long
and drop their glasses
legs.
onto the ground.
Skinny but long legs.
Well,
Okay,
alright,
yeah, this-
is a bit impressive, but like it's gonna take a bit more convincing because that wasn't all that. Suddenly, a
Okay,
sheep
why does that
crashes
look
through
so
the
good?
tavern windows and starts
So far.
rampaging
Face
around
reveal,
me.
nah,
It's
I
going straight
can't
up
until
crazy,
I get,
knocking
like,
over tables, knocking over
couple
people.
K or
Paul
something like
mentions
that.
It's got something in its
Subs.
mouth, and the sheep immediately stops
Oh.
and runs straight up to him. As Paul takes what seems to be a scroll out of the sheep's mouth, Zoot whips out their mace in an attempt to pepper spray the sheep, but slips on a puddle of rum and accidentally sprays Paul, who just is disappointed at this point. 3 open the scroll, and Zoot, recognizing it's a speak with animal spell, translates it, casting a huge shockwave and
Okay,
blasting
boom.
everything in its radius.
This is gonna be so
Hello?
hard.
Can you understand me now?
There we
Why
go.
the f- did you try to spray me with mace? Zoot and the sheep start bickering as Paul and Tholomew just stare at them. Just forget it, forget it. I'm no ordinary sheep. I used
This
to be human
is so
and was
hard.
cursed into a sheep's body. My name is Luop, and I need your help becoming human again. Please.
Oh my god, I'm
Alright,
so happy I
Luop.
randomly
Well,
went
it's
on
Luop.
YouTube and
Come
saw this
on,
on my
guys,
phone.
let's go. And for
You
some
found
reason,
this
they
on your
all
For
went
You
along with it,
page?
Still not understanding what the hell is
My
going on. Maybe
videos
they
on a
both thought
For
they
You
could find their arch
page?
enemies, Mark and Thompson, along the way.
What?
The group is walking
This
through
is
the
insane.
woods.
This is
Tholomew
insane.
very on edge,
Holy.
feeling like something isn't quite right. The tree line is shifting
That's
in
an
unnatural
accomplishment for me,
ways.
bro.
Oak trees are turning into birch. The bushes are rustling. Zoot spots various random animals along the path and picks up a turtle, which they add to their inventory. Paul tries to pocket
Why would they add a
on his own,
turtle
but
to
it
their
turns out to be a rock
inventory?
and is then
What?
mauled by a cougar. He ends up unharmed.
What
though
the
his adventure
frick
soon
was that
turns into
sound?
his
That sound
now
scared
ruin.
me.
Zoot feels bad about Paul not getting a turtle, so they offer to let Paul name theirs, to which he chooses
I kind of want
Paul
to shrink
Jr.
this.
They eventually reach a clearing with a large
Yep, your
stone
vids are
outcrop covered
my
in
vids are on
engraved
your
shifting
For You
runes.
page. That
Carved
is
into a stone is a
insane,
large
bro.
bronze door with a face on it.
Okay, anyways, rate this on a
Hello.
scale from 1 to 10. This is
Try to
this
impress
is
him.
mouse and keyboard, by the way.
Okay.
You just saw like 2 on there? Dang. But anyways, rate my drawing on like a scale of 1 to 10 with like the, but it's like mouse and keyboard, so it's really hard to do this. Help, actually pause the live. No. Unpause it.
The alphabet backwards.
I move without wings, between silken strings. I leave as you may find.
9.5 out of 10. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, edit.
I'm gonna say
Alright.
a spider, because I got the butt strings.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, but can you turn our friend back?
Control S.
Play War Thunder now.
Frame 4.
Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on tanks.
No, frame
aircraft, and
3.
helicopters in the most
I fixed
extensive
it. I'm
naval
okay.
combat
Okay.
game ever
Thanks.
made.
Okay,
Take
save
control
that.
over the
Frame
battlefield in
3.
ground vehicles. Rain down rocket volleys and helicopters. Dogfight your enemies in aircraft and bomb whatever is left into the dust. Play on more than 1,500 authentic military vehicles from early World War II to present day. Experience the transition. Historic biplane fighters and iconic World War II tanks to supersonic jets and modern battle tanks fighting alongside attack helicopters. Upgrade your vehicles, customize their appearance, and level up your crew to become the best commander on the battlefield. Download War Thunder now for free on warthunder.com, your PS4 or Xbox One.
Tinker Skin Editor makes it easy for you to customize your
Okay, let's forget this. I could probably make that smoother than it already was, but I didn't, because I'm that bad at stuff. Why am I this bad at things? Never mind. What am I doing with my life? War Thunder, yeah, you're right. That was War Thunder. I've never played that game in my life.
Answer this next riddle, and your friend will be turned back. I creep and crawl with no eyes, legs, or ears, but I can move the earth with my ears. What am I?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Can you use it in a sentence, man? That's
Yeah, like spelling bee style.
Nice try, but you're not
vroom vroom. Yes.
out of this.
I
Oh,
think
wrong
I
thing.
picked up on it. I don't know if you noticed, but he said worm on accident. I'm very detail oriented.
Don't listen to him, he's a zero.
Paul Jr., what do you think the answer is? Turtle. Turtle, final answer. It's a worm.
Correct.
The adventurers walk through the door's mouth, which closes behind
There we
them.
go.
As they're walking into an open room, they're greeted by a closed silver door. Zoot immediately pitches the turtle at the door, but nothing happens. There's 3 dishes of clay placed in front of 3 pedestals, and the door face emerges once again, this time on the ceiling.
In order to continue, create whatever you want.
Not wanting to deal with more riddles, Zoot throws a dagger into the door's eye.
Dude, fine, I'm not helping you with this one.
The group,
Yeah,
now lost
there we
with
go.
no direction,
I
decides
can
for
actually
some
see me
reason
making
to
a video
all
about this
start
very moment
eating
saying
the
I
clay,
started
even
aiming for a
feeding
random
some
live
to
stream.
Paul
I
Jr.
joined
and
lol.
Walt against their wheels. After all the clay has been consumed,
I have
the
art I
pillars glow
want to
red
show
and
here,
more
but it's all on
clay drops
Pinterest for
down
me.
from
You
the
can't send
ceiling,
pictures of War Thunder
resetting the
room.
puzzle.
Yeah, okay. Wait a minute, I
Out
gotta.
of ideas, they decide to do what the doorface suggested.
My controller
Tholomew
fell.
sculpts a crown, Zoot rolls out a worm, and Paul builds a penguin. They all place their creations on pedestals, which sink in and beam green before the lights turn out and everything goes dark. They flash back on and
My
suddenly
headset
all
might
their
die
creations
soon,
have come
so
to life in weird clay flesh bodies. Paul cleaves at his penguin with his great axe, nearly cutting it clean in half, revealing that the inside is just more clay. The worm monster looks at Zoot and says, "It's worming time," causing Zoot to scream
It's
and
Morbin
send a
time?
shockwave towards it,
Nah.
immediately
No
exploding the
way,
worm
just said
and
that.
splattering clay everywhere, living as a normal-sized worm now. The worm lunges and wraps itself around Zoot's throat, trying to choke them out. Tholomew rips the arms off the crown monster and dodges its follow-up attack. The penguin reforms itself, sprints full speed at Paul, but slips and splats into a pile of clay on the ground, to which Paul finishes off with his axe. Meanwhile, Tholomew attempts to rip the legs off the crown, only for the crown legs to turn into arms, grabbing Tholomew and climbing onto their head, causing them to lose their mind. Viewing the other party members as enemies, Paul shifts his attention to Tholomew, throwing his great axe horizontally at the crown. Unfortunately, it goes a bit low and the handle smacks Tholomew directly in the face. Zoot gets a grip on the worm, ripping it off their throat, and breathes acid onto it until it's reduced to ash. Tholomew
Okay, that's great. I don't even know where the charger is, so now my headset's probably dead for a while.
Paul is able to hold his ground, runs up to the two, and successfully cleaves the crown off.
Yeah, guys.
All the clay monsters have been defeated. The
Beep
silver door
said,
opens,
you know,
and everyone
Link.
cheers together
I got
in
Link
celebration.
mixed up with Zelda, so for 3 years I thought Link was Zelda.
Bro!
Bro!
Spiral staircases, platforms, and a golden door at the very back wall. It looks like a camp is set up inside the area, and
yeah, but
voices
like,
can be heard above on
that was
one of
my
the
case as
platforms.
well.
Tholomew scans the area looking for traces of their neighbor, Thompson. Not only do they discover a pack of goblins that have inhabited the area, but he also recognizes a familiar boot print on the clay. It's the same type Thompson wears. He's been here. Paul climbs up to the goblin platform and sparks conversation. The goblins are confused and a bit wary of the intruders, but introduce themselves nonetheless.
I'm Gob, that's Glob, that's Gobble, that's Gobble Gob, and that's the Peeler.
And who's that?
What the heck?
That's Floyd.
Achoo, yeah.
So your names are Gob, Glob, Gobble, Gobble Gob, Peeler, and Boyle?
The Peeler.
Got it. So your name is the Peeler. You don't know anything about Marker Thompson.
I only know about one thing. And that's peeling! Yeah! Great, there you go.
Oh, jeez. Okay, alright, we're leaving.
Listen,
we're leaving. Paul starts booking
so,
it to the door they came in.
I'm gonna do like an
Peeler
hour
right on his
stream
tail,
every
stabbing
single
at his
day
ankles.
based
No one
on
else
this
is doing
animation.
or saying anything, they're just
Probably
watching.
like
Paul makes
one
it back
frame
to the previous room, and the Peeler slinks into the shadows.
every day,
With Paul
because
in the
seriously
other room
this
and
one took
Tholomew
way
and
too
Zoot
long
unable to speak
anyways.
Goblin, Tholomew is left trying to communicate through improvised sign language,
Or maybe like,
pointing at the
maybe
door and
3
blowing
frames.
kisses
The
at the
message
goblins
is
to
sent so
signal
late,
peace.
yeah,
Zoot
I
tries
know.
to slip around the goblins in the meantime, as communication is clearly not working and the goblins are only getting more aggressive, but they bump into an invisible force they can't see, alerting the goblins, who are now initiating combat. Zoot decides to keep running to the door as Tholomew bangs on their drums, sending sound shockwaves at the attacking goblins.
Huh.
Gob, glob,
Ooh,
and
that's,
gobbler
yeah, that's a
are
good
all
idea, I
flying off the
think.
edge
So
of the
today's
platform,
gonna
falling
be
to the
the
depths.
first
Gobble
part of the
Gob, in a
script,
fit of rage
and the
after losing
like
his
3rd
friends,
frame
lunges at Tholomew, but
total.
misses completely,
And
sending
then
himself off the edge
tomorrow,
of the platform
next
too.
part
The Peeler
of the
emerges from the
script,
shadows to lunge at Tholomew,
it's gonna be like a
who is taking
3-part.
Royal, but Paul jumps
Pretty
in
much.
just in time, clashing blades with him. As
And
everyone
then,
is distracted,
yeah.
Zoot gets to the
Wait,
door.
what
peeking
time every
in to
day?
see
I
an
could try to
entirely
hop on
golden
every day,
room with
lol.
a small golden
Probably
rod
like at
shaped
around
a tree
1.
branch floating at the center. The branch shifts between valuable materials, at one moment being made of gold, then emerald.
So it's around been an hour. So this was a really fun stream. I liked being with you guys. So yeah, at around like 1 p.m. CST, I'll be on probably. Let me set an alarm for that real quick. Actually, just wait a minute. I'm gonna add one. 1 p.m. Let's see. Every day. Sound radar. Yeah. Okay. Okay, save. Okay, so label. Okay. Set an alarm for this save. Okay. Okay, me too. I'm in GMT. I will still go out of my way to try. Okay. Well, anyways, I liked talking with you guys, and I guess